My God!
Something to keep in mind. Just because police aren't saying much right now doesn't mean that they aren't building a case and working behind the scenes. Investigators don't announce their every move. I do know a detective reached out to Xavion's mother today. And according to Xavion's mom, he has never made things up before. He always comes straight home from school, meaning she had no reason to think he wasn't telling the truth. And according to his teacher, he's a really sweet, respectful kid. Erica Simon, who does have a verified blue check and works for ABC 13, had to put that out because people like you did not allow that boy to grieve. So, she released this on May 16th. May 16th. That was before Forest Rock's video. When did the story start sounding fishy to you? When was it ever funny? The next thing uploaded to Forest Rock's page was a Potomac review. She has yet to speak on what's going on. Okay? She hasn't updated anybody with anything. She had time to upload a Potomac review, but she has not spoken on the details of this case. She has been proven wrong. I showed you the truck. I can show you the messages from his mother. I'll put them here. I can show you what was said on ABC 13. You have been proven wrong. Was Potomac more important than clearing up your wrongdoings and getting the word out so that all of the thousands of people who came to that video and watched it and all of the people that laughed with you and sexualized a 13-year-old boy, you didn't think for 1 second that you had to do a video immediately and clear it up? Forest Rocks went to her post on Instagram and she disabled the comments, not on YouTube, where they also sexualized him and where they also said ugly things, where she also, like I showed you in the last video, said she still doesn't see facts. I would like to know where you're looking, Roxanne. Are you really looking? So when I say that I feel like you don't want him to be telling the truth, do you understand what I mean? Where'd you look? All of the people down there that have commented about what she has had to say, where did she look? Where's the research? It was here. You will see timestamps. Where did she look? You sitting up there and disabling the comments on Instagram was cowardly. It was cowardly because instead of you making a post or even commenting to the people that said those things, that told you and quoted you and said, I agree with you because you said that, instead of correcting all those people, you turned it off like it didn't exist. Here's my apology, that's it. No, you don't get to do that. And let me inform you of something else. Understand that what you put out for the public will have. Someone wanted to know why I put Forest Rock's picture in adolescence on the thumbnail. They thought the cover art was too much. If you ever have a question, ask me. Let me break it down to you like I did to them, because everything that I do has a rhyme and reason. I think about things. I like to try to put my best foot forward so that I never come in front of you half-ass, okay? I put the picture of Forest Rocks as a child up there with an X over her face and the word canceled all in red. Everyone to see the child the same way that Xavier Parker is a child. I put an X over her face because I feel like Xavier was dismissed in the same way that I have now dismissed her. I put canceled because I am N-I-N-O. I cancel bitches. She was done for. I wanted it to be plain. I wanted it to be simple. Everything was red because it symbolized all the blood that had been shed. From the bodies, from him getting beat and assaulted. I felt that had he been privy to her video, his voice would just go back down. So the X I put over her face is symbolic of what she did to him. The art that I used was symbolic of everything that she did to him. Anyone having an issue with that, but not having an issue with what she did and her part in it, has an issue that they need to solve within themselves. That has nothing to do with me. I came to you with facts. I didn't sit and try to wait till she said something about something trivial to make a video about her. I put out 2 videos speaking on Xavier Parker before she released her one. I had been invested in him and I had been invested in his story because I'm not new to speaking on my people. Okay? That's how that happened. That's what it is. That's all it's going to be. So just like I cancel other people because they say and do outlandish things, I came upon what she had to say. And I did what I do best. I brought awareness to the bigger issue, as I always do. The fact that there's somebody within our community that is not getting heard, and a person that looks like him is doing the oppressing. That was the point of the video. If that went over your head, then I'm glad that you're a part of what she has going on and not a part of what I have going on. I stated in my last video that if you want to come and be a part of what I have and be my people, you're going to have to stand for something and stand on something. Period. I would never, never allow or condone anyone at any point in time misrepresenting someone from our community, going on to make fun of them, mocking them, and then sexualizing them. Not for an adult. And when it comes to a child, it gets to the unforgivable territory. Our children, the children who we have to depend on to lead us to something better, the children that you failed by sitting up in front of 48,000 people, potentially, since you have 48,000 subscribers, speaking on him the way you did. I spoke up for him so that he knows and he understands that it was okay to tell his story and that it's okay to continue to tell it. Because I know you saw somebody that looks like us make fun of you, but let me show you somebody that looks like us that loves you. And let me show you what that's like. Anybody that had a problem with what I had to say, if I stand on it, gonna have to look at themselves. I said a little black boy was sexualized and mocked for telling his side of a story. And you try to justify what she did by telling me that any other time she's like this. You don't give your president that type of leeway, do you? Do you give the white people that type of leeway? No. The reason why our community is so damn infected is because we make excuses for these motherfuckers. Get them out. They ass ain't learned by their 40s how to speak on a child. What the fuck I'ma do with the bitch? I said you can have her. And I meant that. You say you tired of it. But then you tell me to have a private conversation with her when she wrong. No, I will not. Did she mock Xavier Parker in private? No. So I will not reprimand her in private.
So they told me to watch my language. Fuck that. Thug life, I mean that shit. Because these white folks see us as thugs. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care if you think you a lawyer, if you a man, if you an African American, if you whatever the fuck you think you are. We thugs and niggas to these motherfuckers. You know? And until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans and we out here dying? We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
I cuss too much, so I'm not intelligent. Per the standards of this country, bitch, you ain't fucking with me. I have mastered my field. Fuck with me. When it come down to them streets and my people, I know them and I'm speaking to them. Actual, factual. You cannot fuck with me. When you get up in front of your camera, you cannot fuck with me. And that is why you're upset. You are not upset that I made the video. You're upset that I was able to make the fucking video. Like I said, Forrest Rocks is the same one that said she would pray about it. She prays that nothing will happen to her son. That's what she said. Who are you praying to? To God, I assume, correct? But then when I went on your Instagram, you were praising the royal wedding. Are you aware of the Catholic Church and its role in the Bible? The Bible that speaks on the God that you want to pray to? Are you aware that one of the horses represents that church, the Catholic Church? But you love love. I showed you the post in the last video. You love love, right? It makes your heart beam to see them spending all of your slave money. That just makes you so happy. The same people who would kidnap your son and take his organs. Excuse me. Over your head. Move your bang. Look at me. You, and the way that you presented that information, and people like Ashley who don't care enough with these platforms, is why we have all of these infections within our community. And feeling like what happens in the house stay in the house is why we have all these infections in the community. I did exactly what I set out to do. I heard my people say that they were hurt. I heard them say that that's not something that they would want to do. I heard my people speak on how they would handle it if it were them. The regard that they had for fellow man, fellow brother, fellow sister, for the children that they have yet to come. The regard that they had, that makes me happy. I achieved exactly what I wanted. People understanding that it's wrong to sexualize a child. People understanding how detrimental it is to not believe our children. I achieved exactly what I wanted to achieve. And it's okay if this video doesn't get as much views as the last video that you did talking about some bullshit. Because understand something about quality. When it comes down to quality, quantity does not compete. Little black girl, you're beautiful. Little black boy, you're enough. This shit gonna get hard, but never forget that if y'all stick together, y'all can get through that shit. This is the front porch where we kick shit like they used to. Where we speak on what's really going on, but never at the expense of our people. Where we hold God in the highest regard. And because we hold God in the highest regard, we're able to hold the gods around us in the highest regard. Look into that. Understand what I mean when I say that. You are to be heard. Your trauma is not funny. Your trauma is not funny. And at no point in time will I take your trauma lightly. At no point in time will I not speak up when I feel like someone else is taking your trauma lightly. I will stand and I will be a voice for little children like Xavier Parker who don't have voices. I'm from Houston, Texas. You are strong. You are enough. And they didn't take you because you're black and you're nothing. They took you because you're black and you're everything. For that king who was brave enough to run out. For that king who was brave enough to tell his story. And for that king who was brave enough to take them back. For that king taking a stand so that this happens to no one else. We love you and we appreciate you. And what happened to you has not gone in vain. You have saved so many lives. Because you had the courage to stand up against people who tried to make you a victim. Who tried to put you in a newspaper and who tried to put you in the ground. You have done more in speaking on what has happened to you than they will do in their lifetimes. For Xavion, little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black boy, you're enough. This shit gonna get hard, but never forget, as long as motherfuckers like me got a voice, I'ma speak on that shit. Houston, Texas, baby. Forever and always.